we are here today at Artist Block Winery, an amazing new winery and tasting room in the heart of the Dundee Hills with Anna, the owner and artist extraordinaire who envisioned this place. And is this Andy or
Andy
Jean-Michel?
Warhol right here.
Andy Warhol, the silver bangle.
And my mom is an artist. I grew up in an art gallery. Went to art school in New York, went straight into working for different artists, studied underwater photography, fashion photography, went into that, getting into the gallery scene. And then as I was operating my gallery in Key West, I started to study wine a little bit. I got a WSET
From like an
class.
enjoyment perspective?
Yeah. I mean, we would taste in different regions so often that I always felt like that person that didn't know what I was looking at the restaurant on the menu or didn't understand what they were talking about in the tasting rooms. And so I just wanted to have a little bit of foundation, and then decided, wow, this is really fun. Like, we kind of are nerding out and liking to learn about this new art form. And so we did WSET 2, and then we came out here and did Harvest together. Cool. Really fell in love with Willamette Valley at that point and got to check out a few properties, you know, how it goes. You're on vacation and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna look at houses.
What if I moved here?
Zillow. So yeah, we ended up finding this property in the Dundee Hills. We've been developing it since 2020. The tasting room was completed last May, so about a year ago.
Cool.
And here we are.
It really feels like this is equal parts tasting room and gallery. You walk in, it's a whole experience with the curtains and the, you know, and it just, I love the theatricality and the experience you've created here. And
it's 100% about experience. I think as an artist, I'm constantly curating and how people experience things. And, you know, there's many touch points to that, the art, the wine, the ambiance, the music, the lighting, like everything plays into it, the architecture. At the end of the day, my biggest goal for Artist Block in this space is to make everyone feel at home, comfortable, unintimidated, and just at ease and able to like let loose and have a good time.
I love that as a parallel with wine, because I think wine and art can both be these fields that feel pretentious, intimidating, and sometimes even just walking into a normal tasting room, it's like really big and majestic and foreboding, and you're like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing here. And walking through the doors here, you're like, even just the tone of the art is so playful. How did you end up with donuts and gummy bears?
Oh gosh,
because those are such playful, like childlike things that by nature make us feel warm and welcome.
I think overall that's my personality, like always wanting to be a kid. This is rainbow juice. So this is a wine that our winemaker Bree Stock, she's the female master of wine in Oregon.
First female MW on the West Coast?
I think so, in the Pacific Northwest, and then she's the only in Oregon, I believe. Yep. But her and I, you know, we both have a similar thought in that, what else can Willamette Valley do? What can we create? What's new, what's exciting, what's hasn't been done before? This is Dolcetto and Pinot Blanc, so it's actually a red and white blend.
So you get like that lifted, like floral aromatic thing probably from the Pinot Blanc, and then a nice juicy red fruit from the Dolcetto. It's delicious.
And it's just supposed to be fun and easy and flirty and not taken too seriously, and it's how we welcome every guest here at Artist Cattail. How we welcome everyone here at Artist Block. We literally have it on kegs, and we're doing an event, this is just for fun, but like for Memorial Day, where veterans and active military can come and fill up any container for free of rainbow juice. And so it's just kind of like us celebrating and wanting to share with the community. Yummy, yummy, yummy is another really fun first concept. This is just, I feel like everything I wanted to create in the wine world encapsulated in one bottle. It's new, it's different, it's playful, it's serious, but it's also just super approachable.
So this is skin contact Pinot Gris.
With our wines, my just number one approach is like, I want it to taste like, I don't know, like this, for this one particularly, like a Sour Patch Kid.
Yeah.
It's like, who doesn't love a Sour Patch Kid? Where it's got like that bitter acidity, but like, or the zipping acidity with like the balance of sweetness. Obviously, all of our wines are completely dry and they don't have residual sugar, but this gives that allure still.
When it has like that watermelon, ginger, grapefruit, like a lot of those kind of fresh, zesty fruit flavors, like you said, a little bit bitter, tart. Yeah, it's great.
Yummy.
Juice,
that always cracks me up when people say that, but they haven't seen the bottle. They'll just be like, yummy.
Yummy,
and I'm
yummy,
like,
yummy.
Well, appropriately named.
Aptly named. You look at wine as another
100%.
form of art making.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many parallels between the two industries. I feel like this is something, you know, that we're creating as a little work of art, and there's so much intention and
even
process.
Just the visual.
And yeah, like on the outside, it's definitely my goal to make this as aesthetically attractive as my artwork, because we eat with our eyes first, and that's our first experience with what we're, you know, coming across. But yeah, I want them to seem like little works of art. The backs have certificates of authenticity.
Just like an artwork book.
Exactly. They're signed by the winemaker and I, and they're numbered in the edition. So you can see, okay, there were only 828 bottles made. You know,
Cool.
each one's being signed and hand dipped. And from the outside, they're definitely high touch point. And I want them to feel like something you would want to collect and appreciate. And yeah.
Yeah, this smells incredible.
This was the first wine I got to taste
Yum.
from Brie of what she made for us. I just remember my thoughts immediately was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yes, this is exactly what I was going for with this. Wanting it to be more of a white Burgundy style
I was just
wine.
gonna say I would blind taste this for Burgundy. It has that really like reductive nose in a great way, which kind of smells like mushrooms or umami or that forest floor thing that you want from like an old world style Chardonnay.
And then the flint and like the minerality and the citrus like coming through as well. It to me like takes me to a place. Like that is the power of wine when it can transport you somewhere in time. And as soon as I smell this, I'm just brought to a happy place.
Well, and this to me is like Oregon Chardonnay at its best because it's more in the style of what we want from like Burgundy. And there's nothing wrong with California Chardonnay and the style is shifting.
It's just not what
there,
we
but
do.
Yeah.
You know, like Oregon is a different story, and I think that it's a story that should be shared. And so many people get caught up in, you know, Chardonnay, oh no thanks, you know, it's a bucket of popcorn, and it's like, no, it's not always like that. And so many people just I mean, when they come to Oregon, it's like mind blowing.
Yeah, this was so fun. I thank you for letting us stop in and see the beautiful tasting room, taste the wines. I know people can follow you on Instagram. Obviously, they must come out and visit the tasting room. Do the wines sell retail in Portland and other places as well, or do they need to come here to get them?
There's one place you can get artist block wine, and it's here.
So come on down and try this amazing wine and buy some art and just have a lot of fun. So cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. And we'll be back soon.